Good morning students, welcome back to social studies. What all we studied at previous class? We studied about Middle or Dark Age. Who ruled that? Roman Emperor. At the emperor who came? Greek. What all they did, what all they learned, in which century, each and everything we saw that previous class. Now we will see the features of Dark Ages. In that we'll see Age of Conflicts. In that the Dark Ages is also saw Europe engaged in constantly war and conflict on three fronts. What they did? They saw Europe engaged in constant war. Which all those we'll see? The three fronts. External invasion from the north and the east. Which are those? External invasion. Where to where? Where to where the war was held? Which was engaged by Europe? It was engaged or it was externally invasion from north to east. Okay. The war was started from north part to east part. As well as we'll see the second point, the conflicts among the various principalities and conflicts between the church and the principalities. Between whom in Europe, between whom it was that the war was principalities. It is nothing but between the church and principalities. Between those peoples, the war was began. Where it was began? In Europe. And from where to where? From north to east. Next we'll see the constant state of conflict created a political instability, and this condition gave rise to a period of cultural stagnation. It is nothing but the constant conflict. It was created in political instability. In which form it was created? In the state of political instability. As well as this condition gave rises to period of cultural stagnation. In where it was rises in the periods? It was in the rises of period of in which particularly cultural stagnation. Okay, in which period? Cultural stagnation. Now we will see Christianity became the unifying factors. Owing to a absence of any strong political head, the church became a unifying agent. What the church became? The church became unifying agent. On which? On the absence of strong political head. When the political was held, that time when they were absent on their particular periods of time, the church became a unifying agent. As well as a result of this, the church became quite powerful. This became the reason for conflict between the church and the principalities, as they each wanted to be more powerful than each others. See, when the political head were absent, on that time church became a unifying agent, right? That unifying agent, how was the result? It reflected in the form of, it is nothing but your church became quite powerful. The church became quite powerful. As well as the church and the principalities, as each wanted to be more powerful than others. They both was fighting, or else they are believing, or they are enacting like we are powerful. They both were always competing who is powerful than others. Who is powerful than others? Clear? See, I'll say once again. It is nothing but a Christianity become unifying factor. When they become unifying factor means on the absence of the strong political head. When the political head was absent, that time this church become a unifying agent. After unifying agent, the result how it was, the church become a quite powerful. But opposite to that church, principalities came to compete. Always between them the conflict war was going on, as well as they both usually how they will be warring is they both will compete to each other. Who is powerful? Whether the church is powerful or whether this participalities are powerful, both were competing. For what purpose? Who is powerful than others? Yes. Next we'll see in the 12th and 13th century, that is 200 to 300 years before the Renaissance, Western Europe had seen the transition of principalities into kingdom and the city-states like Aragon, Castile, Leon, Sicily, and Naples, etc. In the modern England, France, Portugal, Spain and Italy, these kingdoms and cities-states provided regionally stability once again. This paving the way of intellectual growth and arrival. See, in which century? In 12th to 13th century. What happened in those years? That is 200 to 300 years before. In which place? In Renaissance. As well as in Renaissance, particularly which part? Western Europe has been transition of participalities into kingdom and city-states. What they did in 12th to 13th century, that before like 200-300 years ago in Renaissance, in the Western Europe, it has been transited that principalities into two parts. Which are those? Kingdom and cities and states. These three parts: kingdom, cities and states. Which are those? Like Aragon, Castile, Leon, Sicily, Naples, etc. Which are those? Aragon, Castile, Leon, Sicily and Naples, etc. Those are the states. As well as in modern England, if those all like kingdom, cities and states. Now we'll see a very modern, which all those? England, France, Portugal, Spain and Italy. Those all were in the transition of principalities into which are those? Kingdom, cities and state. These kingdoms and cities and states provided regional stability. What they provided? Regional stability. Once again, this paving the way of intellectual growth and renewal. Okay. What all they did? That participalities as divided into three, which all those? Kingdom, cities and states, which all those? Aragon, Castile, Leon, Sicily, Naples, etc. In modern, if it comes, England, France, Portugal, Spain and Italy. Those were the kingdoms and cities, that states of which participalities. Clear? Next we'll go to next page. We'll see in this falls of Constantinople. Falls of Constantinople. We'll see in this at next class. Okay. Now, from what all I did from page number 12 to 13, please read it once. Okay, read it, as well as I'll ask from year to year few, from page number 12 to 13. I will send few questions. For some of 5 questions you have to answer that questions. Clear? Okay students, bye.